You know, anytime that you have a film screening anywhere, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to have a film like, in this case, Lake Los Angeles, to be able to come to an old historic building and theater like the Tower, you know, it's a big deal. It's a landmark. And for me, it's very special because this is a theater where I used to come as a kid with my mom. And I would come here to, you know, see karate movies as a kid. Yeah. So to be able to now, whatever, 30, 40 years later, be able to come back and be able to showcase one of my own films, it's so surreal that I can't even put it into words.
Yo vi la nieve una vez. Mi mamá me llevó. Ella guardó dinero y me llevó a las montañas.
And sure, my character had to leave his family behind to come to this country to hopefully make a better life for his family and ultimately hopefully be able to bring them. The little girl, you know, who leaves Mexico, it's the same thing. She's trying to get together with her father and hopefully be able to start a new life, a better life than perhaps what she has at home. So it's the pursuit of that American dream in our film that you get to experience the isolation that these two individuals are in as they are pursuing this.
Querido Francisco, ¿cómo estás? Espero que esta carta te encuentre bien. Había querido escribirte hace meses, pero hay tantas cosas que todavía estoy tratando de comprender en mi vida sin ti.
Well, I know that from my character, a lot of it was easily something that I could touch because it's very personal. I've experienced it, my family experienced it. So those were places that I could tap into. I know that with Johanna's character, you know, it's like a fairy tale, you know, for her in that she's by herself in this desert, so she needs to create these games, these imaginary things just to keep her mind busy and help her cope with the isolation that she's facing.
He estado pensando cuando nos conocimos. Éramos dos chiquillos enamorados, con tanta pasión de cómo cambiar el mundo, o por lo menos nuestro mundo en La Habana. Pero tú te fuiste. Me dejaste, mi amor, a tus hijos, a tu patria.
It was interesting, and that is actually something that the director likes to do a lot. I remember the first film we shot, he would have me sit on a bench with another person, and he would say, I want you to just sit there and don't say anything. So as an actor, you know, you sit there and you're like, okay, you know, I've been here now about 30 seconds, I feel like I need to do something, reach out, say something, say a word. He was like, don't say anything. And so for an actor, it's extremely difficult. But when I saw it on film, I totally got it.
Tal vez como un sueño. Como nosotros flotando en el río, susurrándote, yo estoy aquí, todavía estoy aquí,
It's changed a lot, but I'm actually surprised that there's still some things that remain. Sure, you might have changed owners, you know, but you might still find a barbershop that's been here for 35 years. Exactly, and so I love that. There's a park very close where they play dominoes. It's right there, right behind the fence.
Yeah.
That's been here forever. That was here when I was a kid. So I like the fact that, sure, you know, things have become a little bit modernized, but you still have certain elements that keep this what it's always been, which is just a beautiful culture and what we call an ambiente, which is just that Cuban flavor. You know what I mean? And I'm glad they've been able to keep it.
Mi amor, te prometo traerte a ti y a los niños pronto. Acércate. Dale.
You know what? I saw a slogan this today. It said every character is very colorful, something like that. And that to me is Miami. That to me is a Cuban of sort. In that, you know, we're very colorful. You know, we wear the hats. You know, we got our own thing happening, and the love that Cuban express toward each other or toward anyone else, it's always something that is set aside from everything else. And, you know, everything about us, the way we talk, the way we just can tell a story, man, everything, I love that. And if you go to Cuba, it's the same thing, only times 20. I think actors have different techniques that they rely on, different go-to moves that they go to. And for as long as I've been doing this, I've always felt that less is more. You know, so regardless of the size of the role that I'm doing, I always believe that there's got to be an inner life going on. And trust me, if you've got that going on, you don't need all of this. You don't need vocalization. I mean, that camera is so close, you know, you can see my eyes. And if there's an inner dialogue going on, trust me, you're going to see it.
durmiendo? Despierta, despierta. Te congelarás. ¿Cómo estás, bebé? ¿Me puedes oír? ¿Tienes frío, viejito?
I stumbled onto acting by accident, I think. But I do know that as a child, I would watch a movie, whether it was here, whether it was home, and I would always find myself repeating what was being said. And I wasn't doing it because I wanted to be an actor, but I just found myself doing that. And now as an adult that I am doing it, I'm wondering if that was a connection that I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
So possibly it might have started early on,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Cuando llegamos, todo estaba cubierto con blanca nieve.
But then you come home, and forget that it's home. You come to such a beautiful theater like the Tower, which has so much tradition and so much history that it just makes it much more special. And then on top of that, that it is my hometown, and tomorrow is the opening of our film, and I know my family's going to be here, my friends are going to be here, it's arguably going to be one of the greatest moments of my career. So I'm excited, and I'm so glad that they invited our film to screen here. For me, it's just growing up here. You know, it's not like I lived 20 miles from here and then I used to come here all the time. No, I grew up here. I grew up on 17th Avenue. Where am I? 17th Avenue. 17th Avenue this way. I lived on 12th. You know, I used to walk by here. So for me, it's truly home. I mean, I left Cuba when I was 3. That's my original home. But then this was really it for me, where I grew up. So it's the memories of my childhood with my friends, with my mom, with my brother. You know, that to me is what this is about and will always be about.
En este momento, todo lo que tengo es solamente el sonido de tu voz en mi memoria.
Cecilia.